Hi everyone, and I think my first of all my apologies that I joined a little late because I was uh, some board meeting was going on, and when I joined, then Manchester name came, and the city which I come from, it's called Manchester of India, and so that Ahmedabad was a textile capital, and there was so much of relationship between Manchester and Ahmedabad. 50, 60 years ago that there was a lot of trade and a lot of movement of experts were happening between Manchester and the city which I live in, which is Ahmedabad. So I was very happy to hear, first of all. Now, you see, I was listening carefully and I was really impressed with the facilities and faculty profiles and other explanation of various courses which you mentioned. And I would like to express to the students and parents who are listening today is that I always feel that the broader understanding of culture, also having exposure of in your formative years, exposure to different country, different environment, different people, ethnicities, and all. It always adds up in your knowledge base. So UK is actually very good in terms of design education structure, meaning that the way evaluation of the courses or the course abstract papers or delivery of the courses. So it's a well defined over the years. The education system of UK I have witnessed is quite strong, and I would say it's important that if like the same way the Art College of Design and Management, the way it has come out, business has come out is very unique. That which is in Jaipur, which is strong in culture again, and which has a kind of local and global perspective in design. So the students are getting very strong traditional inputs and also getting lots of visiting faculty and other what I have witnessed, getting the so in real sense it is local institute which is meaning and post pandemic, meaning during the pandemic as post pandemic, lot of definition of design learning is changed. It is almost became a borderless world. You can do business sitting somewhere, having partner in different countries, continuously interacting. So that is another opportunity which I see, that if you go out after doing 2 years, I'm told that if you do it in art 2 years and then you go, so you have basically learned formative years. You have learned about design education in India. Then you go out and then not only meeting the British students, but they are Chinese, they are Indians coming from different parts. There may be other part of the world they are coming. I think that exposure I always feel is very strong for your career prospects. The it's not only learning from the classroom, it's learning from the city, learning from the food festival, all those aspects which I was looking at it, that you're taking them to museums, you're taking them to cities and all. So when you go and spend some time and come back, you start seeing things in India in different way. You start looking at it, that how the ways of seeing something was developed over there, and when you come back, so the further knowledge enrichment which happens. And you guys are lucky because you know English very well, and it's very easy as against to the Chinese student, because you don't have to struggle at all in terms of communication, in terms of grasping things. So that is another big advantage I see, that to have the training program in UK, because there is no language barrier you have, and that makes certainly your life very easy. So I would say that now the technology is moving very fast. The experiential design, interaction design, interface design, fashion, sustainable development goals, sustainability, luxury, all those terms which I was looking into. Not saying that you are you have to restrict yourself in sustainability and other thing, but what is the new model which you develop, which is sustainable and which also make you more money, and you don't hurt environment. So the development and environmental what you call economic development and environmental growth going hand in hand, and that is what the learning which we want to get exposed to the best of the minds of the world from both the countries, and get exposed. So I am always for, when I was looking after India Design Council and the NIT, and setting up new schools, I always encourage the students that you must go for exchange. You must travel, because you learn so much by traveling. And when you make friends from different countries, you go to UK and you go to some other places and then come back. So the further enhancement of the knowledge. So the exposure, awareness, and lot of this, when we grow in the school education and all, lot of blocks are there because we have grown in one particular area. And you see that in design education, you have to break the blocks, because you have to really get into unknown areas, and unknown areas require lot of openness about thinking, appreciating about newer ways of looking into, having a very critical thinking. And that critical thinking is something which is not only coming from the books, but which is coming around talking to people and discussing about, and experimenting. That's why the laboratories and labs, if they are well equipped, this the what you call instructors who are giving you the trick of the trades, if you learn, and with your creative ability, then it becomes this, the sky becomes the limit for you. Sky is the limit, almost like that. So I would say, while my exposure with UK in so many design schools which I have visited over there, the aspect of methodical teaching, or the skill impart, very systematic way by skills which has been given, the theory part which has been given, the theory skill, and then your aptitude which is there, which is connected with the skill, which is connected with the fundamentals. Once you mix it up with your culture and openness to the other cultures, and then your imagination becomes, meaning that then anything is possible. Means design, the best thing is that there is, you can't say anything which is not possible. It is possible and you can do it. And that is the way I think you have to really set the goals, and expose yourself as much as in student life, so that the career always allow you to go grow further and further. And that is what I would say. Even the post graduation program, I heard that you spent 2 years, and then 2 years you spend, then you get post graduation and all. Post graduation is also a very good, because you get into specialization. And the last point I would like to make is that you always develop yourself socially very wide and technically very deep, because the as much as societal understanding you will have in a very broader perspective, and technologically and technically you go very deep, you certainly will become a very strong and solid designer, whichever area you go, whether it is a fashion or exhibition or photography or what, you will become a very solid thing. And that's why this exchange program, I'm always a promoter of that, that you do that. Maybe having entrepreneurship, I heard about entrepreneurship, have collaborative work, have a one person coming, sitting, who's your friend in Manchester, and you are here, and you come back and then set up a enterprise, and then see that nowadays, after post pandemic, meaning during the pandemic and post pandemic, that world is again becoming a big market, because of the marketing is becoming such a strong thing, then it really takes you to the higher level. So I would certainly like to recommend to take this kind of exposure, and enrich your learning. And aptitude means you will get what, the aptitude already you have, the attitude of learning which will be there, and you just put your sincere effort, then sky is the limit. Thank you very much.